9 million bicycles. And I'm joined today by John St. John Moss in the studio. Hello, John.
Hello.
You know, it's absolutely lovely to have you in the studio today. And we met only about a week ago on a Sunday, and you were promoting what we're going to talk about right now, because you are raising money for a great cause, and you've also set up a Just Giving page with a target of £1,000, and so far you have raised £565. So it's regarding a triathlon for the Neuroscience Research Foundation at St. George's Hospital in Tooting on the 12th of September in Pescara in Italy. So please tell me all about it and how you got involved with this, John.
Okay, it's a long story, so make yourself comfortable.
I certainly am.
Right, 21 years ago, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Yes.
And I've been having my treatment as normal, and in 2018 I had DBS. It's called deep brain stimulation, and basically what that is, it's two probes put into my brain,
Okay.
with a battery pack in my chest that sends electric currents up to my brain to help me produce dopamine.
Right, okay.
And that's basically it in the long run. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's the basics of what DBS is.
Okay, and a lot of people listening in today would be very interested to find out how the diagnosis came about. So what symptoms and signs did you have at the time, and then for you to go to the GP?
Well, I had shoulder troubles. I had bone spur in my shoulder.
Yes.
And I went and had an operation done, and it went wrong. Went back again. They did it again. Went wrong again.
Oh gosh.
And it was in Epsom, so we'll keep quiet.
You won't mention that at all. No.
And I went back to them. I went back to the surgeon because it came to a stage where I couldn't even move my arm.
Right. Okay.
And I didn't realise that while I was talking to him, it was my left arm that was bad.
Shaking a little bit, was it?
No, my right hand was shaking like Billio while I was getting all emotional and sort of telling him. He said to me, "Well, how long have you had those tremors for?" So I basically said to him, "Since you buggered up my arm." I wasn't a happy bunny at the time.
No, of course not, no.
Anyway, so then he said, no. I said, yes.
Yes.
And so he basically took me across the corridor. This was back in St Helier then.
Okay.
And he took me to a neurologist.
Yes.
And I did a few sort of bits and pieces with the neurologist. And he said, well, I would like to send you for what we call a DAT scan.
Yes.
So I said to him, why? He said, well, I don't want to commit myself yet, but the DAT scan will tell us more. I said, yes, but you must think of what I must have. You must have some idea.
Yes.
He said, well, I don't want to commit myself. I said, well, I hope you haven't got a busy day then. He said, why is that? Because I'm not leaving this office until you tell me.
Of course, you need to know, don't you?
And so he said, kinetic rigid syndrome. Now bugger off out of my office.
And just go. And since then, I'm amazed at your CV, because you've done so much for charity work. And like you said, in 2009, when you got that diagnosis, you started to fundraise for the Parkinson's UK charity, didn't you?
That's correct.
And we're just going to go back a little bit. So you're born in Acton, Borough of Ealing in West London.
Yes.
And in 1973 you joined the British Army, and you were there for 3 years, and you spent your time in Northern Ireland. Come on then, what happened, John? Because what I've got here, I'm amazed at what you're doing.
I'm still alive.
Yeah. So you basically broke both your legs, didn't you?
Yes, doing some training.
Some training.
Yes, basically it's a silly accident.
Yeah.
And on the way to the hospital, that broke one leg. Then on the way to the hospital in the ambulance, we had a 6-car pile-up.
Oh my goodness me.
It's in Tidworth Military Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that broke the other leg for me.
That's kind of them, wasn't
1972, actually.
It was.
The
wasn't
9th, the
it?
9th of January, 1972.
And I don't think things like that happen in your life, you're not really gonna. You're gonna know exactly the date, and it all brings back memories, doesn't it?
I could give you time and place if you like.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. And I think on that note, what track would you like? Now we've got the Proclaimers 500 miles, because a lot of the things that you do, as we're going to talk about it through the show, you've done so many things, cycled, and I think really you've walked as well. Probably have you done that as well?
I've climbed Kilimanjaro.
Well, that's it. Yeah, you went up to Kilimanjaro, and I've got here it was
5,985 metres.
Yep. 19,341 feet. Now, I had to find that, you see, because I needed that information, because to climb Kilimanjaro must have been the most exhilarating experience that I think anybody could do. Did you get right to the top, to the
Yes.
peak? You did. Did you
Yes.
take your picture? Because you have to, though, don't you?
Of course.
Yeah, yeah. And what was that like? What was because you've got, the oxygen up there. Was it fresh? What was the experience like? Because for someone like me who's never done that, and anybody else who's listening in, to actually climb all that way.
Well, basically, you do different routes. There's 4 different routes up Kilimanjaro.
Okay. Yeah.
There's the quick route if you want to go up there quickly in 2 or 3 days and back down again.
Yeah.
But we took the 7-day route.
The 7-day.
That means walking round the mountain.
That's right. Yeah.
Because it's the only freestanding mountain in Africa.
Yeah.
And so it helped us to get ready for the main climb.
That's what I'm thinking, because you're actually doing it in stages. Then you're not overworking yourself, and you're taking your time.
That's correct, yeah.
And you're going to see some amazing sights, aren't you, as you're going round?
Well, you're saying that no, because
Don't tell me
it's all dead land. It's all dead land from the last eruption of the volcano, because it's volcano.
Yeah, yeah.
And literally, Kilimanjaro National Park is just nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing whatsoever. But you're going up and up and up and up and up.
Yes.
And on the last day, a place called Kibo Huts.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last place before we climb the actual mountain itself. And we start at 10 o'clock in the evening and climb all night.
Nice.
So hopefully we could see the sunrise over Kilimanjaro.
That would be the thing for me, is to see the sunrise. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? You climb all that way. And did you get to see the sunrise?
Oh, yes.
You did.
But it was minus 28.
It was a bit cold then.
It was very cold. So we couldn't stay up there for too long.
Not too long at all, no.
But the reason why I climbed Kilimanjaro is because a very good friend of mine, Dawn, who's a client of mine as well.
Yes.
She became 50, and she was complaining to me, saying that she's never done anything exciting in her life before. So me being the sort of person I am, I said to her, look, whatever you want to do, we'll do it. She said, I would like to climb Kilimanjaro, because that advert on that show on television was about the celebrities going up Kilimanjaro.
Yes, yes.
And they made such a mountain out of it.
Of
basically.
course.
I said, okay, fine. Anyway, that night we spoke about it. I got home and I had a letter sent from Parkinson's UK,
Yes.
a magazine. Climb Kilimanjaro was on it.
Destiny,
So I
isn't
looked
it?
at it, I phoned her up, I said, Dawn, we're doing Kilimanjaro. Oh, hell, she said. So it was good fun. It was hard work.
Of course it is, yeah. But what an achievement to get up to the top of there. That must have been absolutely fantastic. So
I got altitude sickness as well.
Did you?
Yes. Yes, I'm afraid so. The last climb, I won't go into detail because it's a bit gory.
Oh.
And I didn't realise that the last 100 metres I ran up the top of the mountain. They're all saying you show off. I didn't know I was doing it.
You didn't know you were doing it, actually?
I really didn't know I was doing it. I was rugby tackled by the main guide.
To try and keep you down, really.
Yeah, because it can affect your brain, altitude sickness.
That's what I thought, yeah. Possibly do
So
that.
he tackled me down and I said to him, are we there yet? So he said, look over your shoulder. I looked over my shoulder and there's the big sign saying you've reached the top of Kilimanjaro. I went, oh.
You're there. So I think we should play the Proclaimers in feet of that, and it's just 500 miles. And we're with John here, and he is doing an amazing feat. He's embarking on a triathlon for the Neuroscience Research Foundation at St George's Hospital in Tooting on the 12th of September in Pescara, Italy. Welcome back, John.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to go back now to 1976. So when you came out of the army, you traded as a butcher and a physical fitness instructor. I suppose once you've been in the army, then you continue with your training, don't you, to keep that fitness up?
Mm-hmm.
So how long was that for then? So and as a butcher as well?
Well, put it this way, my father was a butcher.
Was he?
And I was a butcher before I joined the army.
Yes.
And when I came out, I went into business with a friend of mine. And unfortunately, it didn't work. Not far from here, actually, a stone throw down the road from here. So my memories of Epsom. And so, basically, from then, that was in 1994,
Mm-hmm.
I decided to do fitness work.
Yes.
You know, I was wandering around thinking, Lord, what am I going to do with my life? And a friend of mine, another Dawn.
Two Dawns, eh?
Two Dawns, yes, the name. I won't say it. She's more likely listening.
Hello, Dawn. I'm Dawn.
I'm Dawn.
Yeah.
She slapped me around the face and said to me, do what you're doing now, you fool. I said,
Well, that's it. You've got all the training. You've had all the training from being in the army, so you may as well just carry that on.
Yeah, so 32 years later, I'm still doing it.
You're still doing it now because you look amazing. He's got a T-shirt on and it says, never underestimate an old guy.
On a bike.
On a bike, yeah. It's a great T-shirt, though. And also, talking about cycling, you cycled with 30 others from Ho Chi Minh City in southern Vietnam to Siem Reap in Cambodia for the charity as well. So how long did that cycle, challenge take?
Well, that cycle ride was, as far as I'm concerned, was a small ride. That was about 400 kilometres. 400,
yes.
And that took us, I think, 10 days.
10, not too bad.
10 days. It was gentle. It was a smooth one.
Yeah.
And that was for Parkinson's UK.
Yes. So when you're preparing for it and you've got the long distances, what's the worst and the best thing about cycling for you when you're going on these little trips?
There's no worst.
Well, that's good to hear. That's what I wanted to hear.
There's no worst at all.
No.
You can't. It's undescribable, really. It's no better way to see a country.
Oh, I know.
We have been to places where vehicles can't even go. We're not allowed to go.
No.
We've been to the most amazing places. We've been to places where they've never seen a European on a bike.
Before, no, exactly.
The whole village just stops and looks at you thinking, my God, what's he?
What's he doing? What's that contraption that he's on? Is it a time machine or something?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, and they're so nice. The people are so nice and welcoming, friendly. I go back every single time.
And I think you make friends, don't you, as well? Because of that journey, you're meeting people that you don't know. They're happy to see you and what you're doing. And, you're making a difference to people's lives with all the charity work that you do. And that must be a wonderful thing, knowing that you're helping other people with the same, the same disease, the same, the diagnosis and things like that. And have you done any talks for the charity?
Many.
You've done lots of talks for the Parkinson's, yeah?
Yes, I did a talk way back a few years back in front of 700 people.
Very good. I'm with royalty here, John. I'm with your royalty, my friend.
And every one of them was either a professor, a doctor, a nurse, a carer, all Parkinson's related.
Yes, yeah.
And there was 4 of us had to stand up and give our definition of our diagnosis.
Because can it be different with different people?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yes.
No 2 people with Parkinson's are the same.
Really?
Yeah. There's over 40 different symptoms with Parkinson's.
And that people sort of don't really know about it.
Well, people when you say Parkinson's, they automatically say, well, that's that shaky thing, that shaky disease, isn't it? Because when I first got Parkinson's, I went out to Kingston High Street with a clipboard with 100, 1 to 100.
Yes.
And I just stopped people in the road and I said to them, I'm not selling anything, I'm not buying anything or anything like that. I just want to ask you one question.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what the symptoms of Parkinson's are?
I bet a lot of people don't know, do they? Just the minority of a small amount of, just 3.
3 people knew exactly what Parkinson's was because they had somebody related to them about it.
In the family.
And a lot of people said, well, isn't it that thing that Muhammad Ali had?
It's difficult, isn't it? Because there's so many different, variations of it. You can't actually say exactly what it is because, as you said, there's so many. Somebody might just have a small amount of it.
That's correct. Yeah.
You know.
Even though I've got Parkinson's, I say I'm blessed because I haven't got it bad.
Other people may have.
Whether or not it's my attitude towards it, whether or not it's because of my fitness, I don't really know. But I work with people that have had it for about 3 or 4 years.
Yes.
And are in the right state.
Yeah. And sometimes they just need somebody who has the same symptoms just to guide them, really. And I think someone like yourself, can teach people, and you make people feel so much better by just talking to them, because sometimes they just want somebody to understand what they're going through. And because you do, that's just a wonderful thing. And you must help so many people, John.
Well, we try to.
Yeah.
We try to. Mark and I, we go to nursing homes as well.
Yes.
And give little lectures, little talks about my escapades.
Well, there's so many here. We could spend a couple of shows just talking about them all, couldn't we? Yeah. But one of your loves, I believe, is Queen.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And we've got a couple of tracks lined up because we've got to play Queen for you. You can't walk out the studio without a little bit of Queen.
I was going to say, I hope you're going there for a long time. If you haven't got Queen, I'm not moving.
I think we've got a whole album here. So I'm going to play the first track for you, and this is Queen and Radio Gaga.
My favourite.
This is just for you. And that's Queen and Radio Gaga. And I'm with St. John Moss. He's an amazing guy. We've just been chatting, and he's going to embark on a triathlon for the Neuroscience Research Foundation at St. George's Hospital in Tooting on the 12th of September in Pescara in Italy. Have you been to Pescara in Italy, John, before?
I've been to Italy, but never Pescara.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Have you found out about the hills, and do you research the place before you go of, the distances and what you need to take?
Well, for the triathlon?
Yeah, the triathlon.
Oh, yeah, we know all about that. But we don't know where. We don't know. We know the distance of the swim. We know the distance of the bike ride and the run. But
so tell me all about the different elements of it. So you swim.
So we'll be swimming for 400 metres. You got to remember this particular triathlon is designed for people with Parkinson's.
Okay, I understand.
It's not your normal sort of athlete one.
Yeah.
It's designed for old wrinklies like us.
You can't say that.
Old codgers like us.
So it's specifically designed for people with Parkinson's.
Yeah.
And so you've got the swimming first of all.
That's 400 metres.
Yeah.
400 metres swim. We don't know whether or not it's open water swim or lake.
I was thinking about that. Could it be in a lake, beautiful lake in Italy?
Well, we don't know yet. Then it's the bike ride. That's a 15-kilometre bike ride.
Wow. Oh, it is for me because I did.
Remember that one.
The T-shirt, yeah.
Just remember the T-shirt,
which says "Never underestimate an old guy on a bicycle," and it's just a fantastic T-shirt. And then after that, what do you do then for the last one?
And then what we do what we class as a Nordic walk.
Okay.
And that's 5 kilometres Nordic walk. That's with the Nordic poles. It's not easy.
Those poles, you see lots of people with them walking
But they're
around.
not easy to use.
They're not?
No. When I went up Kilimanjaro, I used one pole. And that was a little bit easier, but 2 poles, you've got to get,
balance, isn't it, I'd say?
Yeah, coordination.
Coordination and balance.
And with Parkinson's, that's one of our unfortunate downfalls is coordination.
But does it help? Do you feel stronger after doing it? Or
yeah, but it's getting used to doing it. I'm out training every night at the moment. I haven't fallen over yet.
No? We don't want you to do that, do we? No. You're raising a lot of money, and I looked at the Just Giving page, and your target is £1,000, and so far you've raised 565. So hoping that people who are listening in today will go on that website and they'll just find you. I've got the details a little bit later, but we'd like to get that over 1,000, I think.
And let me tell you a little bit about the charity NRF. They, my professor that looks after me, Francesca Maganti, she is the absolute peach.
Oh.
She's the peach of my life. And I do lots of things for her.
You do.
I've been out to Italy twice already for her and did a swim in Messina, Sicily.
Oh, in Sicily, yeah.
Sicily to the mainland. And it's for her charity. It's a new charity. Basically what they're doing is that, in a nutshell, they're training up new doctors to be neurologists.
Oh, wow.
For Parkinson's.
Yes.
And that's it. There's lots of other things going on, but that's her main. And it's coming on quite nicely.
And it really works because being in the hospital here, the hospital radio, it's so interesting for people to listen about what you're doing and the money that you're raising and all the charities that you work with, because it does help, doesn't it? All the people who raise the money get involved, and it must be such an amazing thing because you meet so many lovely people who are obviously doing all the research, behind the scenes, the doctors, all the people that are coming together. It's quite an amazing thing to do, isn't it? And it must make you feel so happy, all the people that you're connecting with, mustn't it?
Well, the way I look at it now is that it's the fundraising I'm doing now is not for me. Because, I consider myself at the top now.
Yeah.
It's for other people.
Of course.
It's for newly diagnosed people.
And you've got all that information as well that you can share with people, because when you have the knowledge and when you know that you've done all these things and what you can do as a person with Parkinson's, that you can go out there, you can do all these cycle races, all the things that you do. And I mean, I'm just so in awe because you also did a skydiving for the charity as well, Parkinson's, 15,000 feet. And we talked about that before because I thought it was, for me, it would be quite scary, really. But just talk us through, because it wasn't for you, was it at all?
No, my son came with me as well. My son done it with me as well. It was the best roller coaster ride you can possibly think of. It was fantastic. I would do it again tomorrow.
You do it again?
Oh,
yeah.
Without a doubt.
But how much training do you need? Because you must you don't need any training?
None whatsoever.
Do you need to do any more jumps or just that one jump?
Just that one. Well, put it this way, it's not by myself. It's me strapped to a professional.
Of course, yeah.
They call it a tandem jump.
Yeah.
But what happens is now I've done a tandem jump, I can do 2 more tandem jumps, then do one by myself.
Yes. Have you got them booked in yet?
I will do. Well, because I was a little bit disheartened, really, because I wanted to do a wing walk.
You know what? I'm so glad you're here, because everything that you're doing, I mean, I think that would be amazing to do. And I've seen the wing walks on the old aircrafts.
Yeah.
They just look stunning,
Yeah, but you've got to be a certain height and weight be able to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was too heavy.
I'd be too small.
No, I think you'll be okay. But I wind people up and say all it is holding you on the plane is a little bit of blue tack underneath your feet that stick you to the, and you do the loop and the twist.
I've seen that. I've seen the loops. Yeah.
I want to do all that.
I think you should.
But I can't. They won't let me.
Oh, they won't let you?
Because I'm too heavy.
You're too heavy.
The maximum is 12 stone 3, I think.
Right, okay. So when you go on that lovely cycle ride soon, you might be able to...
There's if anybody can come up with another crazy thing for me to do, I will do it.
Well, I think skydiving, lots of cycle, races, and Kilimanjaro. I mean, I'm just trying to think, is there anything else, like say the wing walking? We'll have to think. We're going to put another track on, and this is Queen and Bicycle Race, and we'll have a little think. And if anybody else knows, you can contact me on studio@epsomhospitalradio.org.uk. And that was Queen and Bicycle Race. And we've just been chatting about where John cycled. And it's a very interesting fact, because he cycled places, Bangkok to Chiang Mai in northern Thailand. He's gone coast to coast. The Wainwright coast to coast he's done as well, with Mark and two others. Cycled up Mont Ventoux 3 times. So tell us about the places which are very, very hot, and what happened about the medication that you had to take, because something quite miraculous happened, didn't it, John?
Yeah, on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
When I was in Burma, when I was in China, the weather was between 40 and 50 degrees.
It is very hot.
And it was very, very hot. But I felt nothing. I loved it.
Yeah.
The heat on my back, because with Parkinson's we have a vitamin D deficiency.
Right, okay.
So that means that I can stand the hot weather more than most people.
Because obviously from the sun that you get your vitamin D, don't you, really?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Yes.
And my partner, who was guiding with me in the vehicle, was holding my medication. And it was so hot when I went to open my medication pill to take my medication, that it all disintegrated.
Because of the heat, that's
because of the heat. But what I found is that for the rest of that week, I didn't take any medication.
You didn't need it at all?
I didn't need it, whether or not it was because of the heat, whether or not it was because of the adrenaline. I just felt great.
All those factors help, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't realise until you do something like that, that the heat can have such an impact on how you feel. And also you mentioned all about the food as well as you're going along your journeys. You met so many people. What about this, the walk and the food as well? That was a very interesting story.
We can definitely go back again for the food. It's incredible, because while you're cycling along, you pass these shacks. They look as if they're all shacks, but they're food halls.
Yes, yeah.
And all they've got in there is a couple of woks, a freezer,
yeah,
and tables.
Very basic, isn't it? Very basic.
Put it this way, over in this country, they wouldn't last 2 minutes.
No.
Anyway, you go in there and you just order what you want, and it's all cooked in front of you. And it's the most delightfulest tasting stuff I've ever tasted in my life. It's completely different to here.
It's all fresh, isn't it? And the thing is, with it, the food, it's all very organic. It's fresh. There's no pesticides or anything, isn't it? So you're going to get the whole taste, aren't you? And it's going to be such an incredible meal to have. And like I said, the locals were so happy to cook for you, weren't they? I think you cooked yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, well, the guide I had, he was a trained chef as well.
Yeah.
And we used to stop off in places. One place we went to in China, as we cycled in, Mark was in front of me with the camera on the back of the vehicle.
Yeah. And
there's me cycling along. The whole village just stopped and thought, Hollywood has come to town.
Exactly.
And I'm not kidding you, they followed us while we were there.
Yeah.
The whole place. We went shopping in the market. We had an entourage of about 30 people just following us. And I tried to order some stuff from a fruit stall. Oh my goodness, the fun we had. They couldn't understand a word I was saying. I couldn't understand a word they were saying. And try and do your shopping.
You can't. You just got to go, food, and just gesticulate what you.
It was great. Need. It was great fun.
Yeah. Right, now we're going to play a little bit of Queen again. Who Wants to Live Forever? And that was Queen, Who Wants to Live Forever. And I'm just so in awe of John here in the studio. And we're going to now talk about the DBS and how it's helped him and the people who have helped him, and the trips he's been on. We've had a bit of an accident, but if this is just a great story, so please, John, just tell me about that. What the deep brain stimulation means, and what happened to you?
Right. Basically, the DBS is called deep brain stimulation.
Yes.
Not everybody with Parkinson's can have this operation.
Yeah.
You have to have Parkinson's for 5 years or more. And basically, what it is that they put 2 metal probes then into your brain and wire them up to what they class a battery pack in your chest.
Yes.
And what that does, that's on all day. It's on for 24 hours a day. And what it does, it sends electric currents up to your brain to help produce dopamine. It just stimulates the brain, that's all.
Okay, yeah.
And it's helped me with my tremors. I don't tremor anymore. Before that, before I had it, I was shaking like Billy-O.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't allowed to hold a cup of water or tea or anything. I had to drink it from a straw.
Your straw. And also, the most amazing thing is that pack that's on your chest links in to a doctor at St. George's, doesn't it?
Yes, basically what it is, it's I'm a robot. I'm controlled by a handset. If I can't get to my doctor at all, or if I have a lapse or anything, I just phone her up with my remote control that I have, and she logs into my computer there and can adjust what my needs are there and then.
Yeah.
And I can be anywhere in the world.
And as we were talking, you were somewhere in the world when you were climbing, and tell us what happened.
Well, I was in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Cycling from Krabi in Thailand to Singapore, and the weather was so hot. This was my first time that I was cycling big cycle ride since I had the operation.
Okay.
And I went to put my helmet on the very first day, and believe it or not, because it was so hot then, my head had swollen, and I had the helmet on, but it was really giving me bad migraines.
Yeah.
So I took the helmet off. Everybody kept saying, "No, you can't." I said, "Well, there's no other way of doing it. I've got to take it off just to give my head a rest." Yeah. And then 20 minutes later, apparently I went to guide myself around a pothole that had a load of gravel around it. My front wheel slipped. I went over the bike. I was knocked unconscious. I still can't remember what happened.
No, it's all that quick. Yeah.
And my face was all smashed in. I cracked 2 ribs. But they allowed me the afternoon off, because on the next day we decided to go again.
You just carry on, don't you? You just really carry on, and I'm so happy that you're here today in the studio to talk about, your triathlon that you're going on, all the journeys that you've been on, and I'm sure John's going to come back into the studio very, very soon. And I'd just like to say, John, it's been the most amazing chat. And you're an incredible gentleman to come on the show today, and I wish you all the very best, and I know I'm going to see you again soon.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And I think, should we play out with your favourite? You can actually introduce this one, John.
Well, I think if I'm not right, it's Bohemian Rhapsody with Queen. Now, I wonder if I'm right.
I think you are. Thank you very much indeed for joining me today.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.